We are nothing without the youth of South Africa. If the youth of South Africa turn out on an election day, we have already won this election, and we will win this election with the Youth Command leading the charge. Commissars and fighters, as an organization, we find ourselves at the moment of where we either thrive or perish. It's now or never. If we decline in this election, we must pack our bags and go home. We must go to a battlefield ready to die to emerge victorious in these elections. We are going to do everything in our power to ensure that the EFF retain its constituency and break new grounds in areas where it never existed. We have built sub-regional structure.
Could one fiery statement reshape an entire political party's future in South Africa? That is the bold question now dominating headlines after economic freedom fighters, EFF, leader Julius Malema made a stark declaration about his party's fate ahead of the upcoming local government elections, saying that if his party declines in support, they must pack our bags and go home. This striking remark has electrified the political landscape and sparked fierce debate across the country. But what exactly did Malema say, why it matters, and what it could mean for the EFF's future? Before we break it all down, we want to hear from you. Do you think Malema's dramatic statement is a show of accountability, or just political posturing? Share your opinion in the comments below. And if you find this coverage informative, please like the video, share it with friends, and subscribe for more breaking political updates. In a bold address ahead of the 2026 local government elections, Julius Malema made it clear that he believes the upcoming polls are a do-or-die moment for his party, the economic freedom fighters. According to social media posts circulating online, Malema said, "If we decline in the upcoming local government elections, we must pack our bags and go home." This provocative comment has quickly become the focal point of discussions across political forums and news circles. What makes the statement especially significant is that Malema did not present it as a throwaway line or a rhetorical flourish, but rather as a bold standard for his own party's performance, seemingly tying his party's future legitimacy directly to electoral success. Malema's remarks come at a time when South Africa's political terrain looks increasingly fragmented and unpredictable. Various parties, including the EFF, African National Congress, ANC, Democratic Alliance DA, and others, are all positioning themselves ahead of a critical period of local government elections, which will determine leadership in municipalities nationwide. While precise details on the context and venue of Malema's remarks are still emerging, his comments appear tied to a broader message he has been pushing, that the upcoming elections represent a pivotal test for his movement as South Africa grapples with issues such as unemployment, service delivery failures, and economic frustration among ordinary citizens. In many of his recent speeches, Malema has characterized the elections as a chance for the EFF to stand as a meaningful alternative to both the ANC and DA, especially in municipalities where governance has been under criticism. Critics were swift to react to the statement online. Opponents have argued that such wording is extreme and carelessly dramatic, perhaps even unfairly punishing party members or supporters who may not control election outcomes. Some commentators have suggested that linking the party's future to one set of results oversimplifies the complexities of democratic politics and could be seen as an attempt to distract from substantive policy failures. Supporters within the EFF, however, have largely defended Malema's position, saying it reflects a leader willing to hold himself and his party accountable to voters. They argue that bold rhetoric is necessary in a political environment where many feel traditional parties have failed to deliver real improvements. Several social media users echoed this sentiment, saying that strong language can inspire greater engagement and motivation within the party's base ahead of a challenging election cycle. Analysts point out that the EFF's leadership is no stranger to dramatic statements. In the past, Malema has made a range of controversial comments on national platforms, sometimes drawing as much criticism as support. Whether it's his calls for land expropriation without compensation, strong criticism of rival parties, or now this pack-up-and-go-home declaration, Malema's public remarks often generate intense debate and polarizing reactions nationwide. The timing of this statement is especially noteworthy. Local government elections in South Africa are widely regarded as a key indicator of broader political trends and public sentiment at the grassroots level. In recent years, the ANC has faced notable declines in voter support in some regions, while other parties, including the EFF and newer formations like Unite for Change, seek to capitalize on dissatisfaction with service delivery and governance. If the EFF were to see a decline in voter support, as Malema himself suggested, it would not only be a setback for the party's morale, but could also influence coalition negotiations and power-sharing arrangements across municipalities. The stakes are high. Local governments play a critical role in people's everyday lives, from water and electricity to housing, sanitation, and job opportunities. Political commentators say Malema's framing of the election as a do-or-die scenario underscores how seriously his party views its performance prospects. It also reflects the intense pressure on South African political parties to demonstrate relevance and deliver measurable results to an electorate increasingly frustrated with slow economic growth and persistent inequality. In response to this latest video clip and related coverage, some voices within civil society have echoed concerns about how electoral rhetoric can shape public perceptions, for better or worse. Some caution that oversimplifying political accountability to a single election outcome could undermine long-term engagement strategies, while others argue that leaders must demonstrate humility and willingness to face consequences if they fail. So now, as the country moves closer to these crucial local government elections, all eyes will be on how political discourse shapes voters' decisions at the ballot box. Whether Malema's bold statement motivates supporters or alienates undecided voters remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: it has already ignited passionate debate across social media and news platforms.